It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Devil's Backbone Brewing Company, and it's a can of this striped Bass Pale Ale coming in at 5.2% ABV. So every can of this beer you purchase helps go towards the support of the Supporters Fund, the education and restoration programs of the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. There you go. So a good cause. Keep them fish in the water. Keep everything nice and healthy. Let's get the can out. Opened up. Get it into a glass. Been really enjoying the Devil's Backbone beers. Very solid brewery. From Virginia in America. There's the beer. Nice level of carbonation. Nice clear beer. Golden in colour. Golden amber. Looks like a classic American pale ale. One finger whitehead. Let's get the aroma. And I don't know if it's because it's kind of a spring, kind of natural cause beer, but I'm picking up that spring water. I'm picking up that lovely quality of water that they use at the brewery. It's almost Burtonized. It's almost got a kind of that Burton smack about it. Nice level of hops. Nice level of malt. Let's dive in. Cheers. And this reminds me a little bit of their Vienna Lager. They produce an amazing Vienna Lager at Devil's Backbone. Really nice and bready and malty and biscuity, and this is the same vein. This is the same kind of style of beer. I know it's not from Vienna, I know it's not a Vienna style, but it's very kind of bready. It's very malt forward, this beer. Loads of biscuits, load of breadiness. The carbonation is great also. A nice level of carbonation. It kind of springs the beer into action on your palate. Now, just very quickly. I read an article just today saying that you can actually taste CO2. Now you're going to ask me, how do you taste CO2? There's no smell to it, there's no taste to it apparently, but there is. Your body's way of tasting CO2 is by that tingling sensation on your tongue and in your mouth. It's not the carbonation kind of bouncing off the tongue. It's the tongue, it's your palate, it's the inside of your mouth. When you get that kind of fizzing sensation, pardon me, that's your body's way of tasting CO2. I found that out today. There's a nice level of American hops on the back end of this beer. It's kind of got a nice kind of lemon, a little bit of grapefruit, but it's not pushing it. It's not a big in-your-face pale ale. There's a nice level of bitterness that builds on the back end. I'm just picking lots of that up now because I'm concentrating on it, but this beer for me is still very much, pardon me, it is carbonated. It's very much a malty beer first. Sweet, bready, biscuity. And then that nice kind of bitter smack, that bitter finish on the back end of the beer. It's very good. Thanks to the guys at Devil's Backbone Brewing Company. I was lucky enough to meet them in Cardiff in Wales. They brought me a few of their beers, including this one. We had a chat, we had a few beers, had a good time. Rating on this one then, the Striped Bass Pale Ale from Devil's Backbone Brewing Company. At 5.2% ABV, it's, for me personally, I know my own kind of drinking habits and my own limits, if you like. I could just about session this, 5.2%. I could just about finish 5, maybe 6 cans at a push. At a barbecue maybe. I like my barbecues and my beers, I really do. Yeah, I reckon I could push 5 or 6 of these. And the way the beer's been put together, the beer's been built, I like that malt, I like that sweet malt, I like that bready, biscuity feel and flavour. I like the hop finish. It's a sessionable hop bitterness. It's not kind of 70, 80, 90 IBUs. Yeah, it's a decent beer. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.